Pet robots, mind-controlled machines, and the latest in autonomous vehicles. It's a sneak peek into the future, inspired by a new generation of visionaries. Future Lab has been the launchpad for European companies leading the way in innovation. And this year, it's mobility that takes centre stage.
This is the future of last mile delivery. Hopefully people are better at driving it than I am. Hello everyone!
Crowdfunded in 2019, British company Eve wants to bridge the gap between a bike and a van. Already in production, its second e-cargo vehicle, 2 Cubed, hopes to go the distance.
It is essentially specifically designed and built for one single purpose, which is the last mile, final mile area of the logistics industry.
Present in the UK and Europe, Eve has recently entered the US market.
The total cost of ownership is about a quarter of a normal mid-sized van.
The traditional van that does last mile delivery, what does this do that it can't?
In a city, you may get up to sort of 20, 30 miles an hour momentarily, but your average speed across a city in a van is sub 5 miles an hour. With this, you can almost guarantee journey time. So you can go down a cycle lane through pedestrian zones, you can take a completely different route through the city centre.
One of the most exciting elements of the Future Lab is just seeing how different companies are rethinking mobility. Once you've lost a combustion engine, an exhaust system, a fuel tank, you can just rip up the rule book when it comes to design.
A car doesn't have to look like one, not if you want to beat traffic. Designed by Polish firm Trigo, this vehicle, which is a prototype, transforms from a car to a motorcycle. Following a mix of private funding and public grants, this startup is going public this year and aims to have Trigos visible on the streets in 2022.
You press one button to expand it and the other one to retract it. We have a couple of other tricks up the sleeves. For example, remote control. That could make it into a car being delivered to you, independently whether it's going to be autonomous or somebody or a person will be operating it remotely.
Is this going to be eventually a robo-taxi?
Eventually it is going to be once autonomy becomes road legal.
According to data from business platforms Crunchbase and Dealroom, investment in European startups tracked at over $50 billion in the first half of 2021, more than double the same period last year. But regulation remains one of the biggest challenges for companies. Dutch export PAL V is aiming high. They look like cars, but wait for it, they can fly. 13 years in development, PAL V is for now only street legal in Europe. If commercially certified to fly, it could hit the market as soon as next year, but not everyone can take a spin.
If you wish to drive and fly, yes, you would require an additional flying license. Potential uses may include access to remote areas where you can drive and fly and drive.
Dreaming big, like many others here at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, all three are vying for attention.
It's a really good brand opportunity to get out there, showcase what we're actually doing to potential investors.
Driving science fiction into reality. It might be closer than you think.